Hi, how are you? Jason, Chaffetz. Christine.
When voters ushered in a new Republican majority in the House last fall, they gave rise to a group of young, hard-charging conservatives, like 44-year-old Jason Chaffetz. The Utah congressman follows in the footsteps of a trio of House leaders, known as the Young Guns, who have made waves on Capitol Hill with their aggressive tactics.
It's an honor to be here, round two and all, so yeah.
Busy.
What Chaffetz shares with his group of Majority Leader Eric Cantor, Whip Kevin McCarthy, and Budget Committee head Paul Ryan is urgency.
We don't have another decade or two to try to figure out the fiscal problems of this country. We got to change it right now.
To respond.
That's the drive that I think Young Guns have, as opposed to the old bulls who, yeah, let's just go along to get along. That's not me. That's not going to work for me.
In many ways, Chaffetz is channeling the voter outrage that propelled Tea Party candidates and staunch conservatives like himself to a second term.
Constituents, they're mad, they're a bit afraid.
Amazing how well we can purchase products if we just let the market work. But when you start forcing things,
They want some reassurances that the government is actually going to be doing what it said it's going to be doing, and I want to be a conduit for that.
When it comes to reassuring constituents, Chaffetz mixes old-school face-to-face meetings with modern social media tools. His Twitter account has some 15,000 followers.
And I think what makes it work for me and for the people that follow is I do it personally. I don't have staff do it. I do it.
I will fight hard to make sure that we're cutting.
He shoots his Cotside Chat video series next to the foldable cot where he sleeps at night. It's all part of his image as a folksy contrast to Washington insiders like House Speaker John Boehner.
That was a little bit long, minute 30.
A minute 14.
We don't have anything in common, but he has embraced, somebody new from the West Coast who built a grassroots campaign. I didn't even have a campaign office, for goodness sake, and I won. We differ on policy. John Boehner was one of the prime sponsors of making No Child Left Behind reality. I campaigned against No Child Left Behind every campaign stop I made in Utah. So policy-wise, we've been very different on certain issues, but on other issues, I think we're very much lockstep.
People here. What I'm afraid of is the federal spending that we have. We're about to see hyperinflation.
With his quotable off-the-cuff style, Chaffetz has already become a conservative mainstay on cable news. He can hold forth on everything from national security to the debt ceiling.
I'm different from a lot of members. I know most members are afraid of their so-called YouTube moment. They don't want to screw up on national television.
Hey, I need your help. We've got two bipartisan amendments on this.
He's also not afraid to align himself with Democrats when he believes in something.
Chaffetz, the other one is the one with Anthony Weiner.
He teamed with New York Democrat Anthony Weiner to eliminate mohair subsidies.
And so I don't care if it's the smallest thing, like subsidies that we give about $1 million a year for mohair. Yeah, mohair. It's ridiculous. Everything from that to Social Security.
He also supports President Obama's planned military withdrawal from Iraq.
I guess I would add that the president is doing the right thing in following through with that policy. That is moving in the right direction. Afghanistan, that's a different thing. I disagree with the president on the trajectory on Afghanistan. I think we're going in the wrong direction that way.
We'll begin with Mr. Downs. Welcome.
Whatever the issue, Chaffetz says as a Young Gun disciple, he is impatient to make a difference.
We don't want to just play defense, we want to play offense. And have a younger, new generation with a different perspective. I want to shed all the preconceived notions about how Washington's supposed to work.